Breaking news to begin our Smart Start this morning, and a sad morning for country music lovers as star Toby Keith has died.
According to a post this morning on Twitter from his team, Keith passed away peacefully last night at the age of 62. At the time, he was surrounded by his family. The singer was diagnosed in the fall of 2021 with stomach cancer, still kept performing a handful of shows when he could. The statement online says he fought his fight with grace and with courage.
Also breaking, police looking for a suspect who tried to shoot someone on Barden Street around 3:30 this morning. Police say thankfully that victim was not hit. RPD says they're still investigating this, and if you think you know anything, please call 911. Happening later this morning, an arraignment for a level 2 sex offender accused of kidnapping and raping a teen girl. This man on your screen here, 47-year-old Kelvin Hunt, reportedly broke into that girl's home before assaulting her multiple times in several different locations. Police say he threatened her with a gun and took pictures of her. Hunt involved in 2 separate police chases over the last few days, where officers say they later found him in a Gates hotel Sunday. RPD says that he had a loaded gun and heroin with him in his room. He now faces numerous charges, including predatory, sexual assault, and burglary. Kelvin Hunt is also a level 2 sex offender registered after a sex abuse conviction back in 1995. His arraignment will be at 9:30 this morning.
Police here in the city are still searching for a man wanted for robbing a woman at gunpoint. That happened in the Park Ave area near Goodman just before 8 p.m. A 26-year-old woman was approached by the man who pulled out a gun before robbing her. Police described the suspect as a white man, medium to dark complexion, had on all black and armed with a gun. If you have any leads that can help, RPD wants you to call investigators or reach out to 911.
More details now on the overdose death of a 1-year-old girl in Rochester last week. Police say that baby had cocaine and fentanyl in her system, and her father is now considered responsible because he left those drugs out. According to the criminal complaint, a maintenance worker at Chatham Gardens heard someone crying, calling for help, and once inside the apartment, the worker says they saw that lifeless 1-year-old. He began CPR, says he and the father, Dylan Brito, noticed a blue paper in her mouth. The father then stopped crying, removing that paper from the child's mouth. The worker saying it looked like drug packaging. Brito pled not guilty to charges of manslaughter and tampering with evidence, expected to be back in court tomorrow.
A mother from Sodus has been arrested after deputies say she left her 3-year-old alone in a cold car. Deputies in Wayne County say 32-year-old Rachel Tari left the child inside the car in Ontario for a long period of time. The temperature at the time was around 28 degrees Saturday night. The child was found in the back seat and was looked over by EMS personnel to be checked. Tari is charged with endangering the welfare of a child.
Coming up Thursday, the Spencerport Fire District looking for some feedback from you as they try to hire a new fire chief. This move has drawn in some backlash from the community. They are concerned with the starting pay, a salary about $150,000. The meeting will be at 7 at the fire station on Lyle Avenue. Weigh in.
Rochester police are looking for more people to join the ranks as they are still facing a staffing shortage. They say the department is down a little more than 90 officers, and when it's at that level, that can affect day-to-day operations. The recruitment team is making the rounds, spreading the word on the next civil service exam scheduled for March 2nd. Before that, though, there's another key deadline fast approaching. You have to apply, and the deadline for applications is Friday the 9th.
Coming Sunday, businesses in New York will have to be more transparent when it comes to credit card surcharges. As part of this new law, they're required to post the highest price that customers might have to pay if using a charge card, along with the price they might offer if someone chooses a different payment method. These charges cannot exceed the amount that the business is charged by its own provider, and any failure to follow such changes will result in a $500 penalty for every violation.
We'll talk to James in a little bit for your weather. No precip, though, out there to bother you on the roads. Just cold, so you got some frost on the car. Sunrise traffic out on the west side. Still watching that accident at 390 and Chilai Avenue. Northwest Rochester, right by the river as well. A new crash reported at St. Paul Street and Northview Terrace. We'll check that rush hour again in about 30 minutes.
Governor Kathy Hochul calling on New York Republicans in the U.S. House of Representatives to pass bipartisan legislation on immigrant reform if, that is a heavy if, it makes it to the House floor. She says the bill will make asylum laws tougher, provide states with localities with $1.4 billion, arguing New York desperately needs this money. But House Republicans say any consideration about this bill in its current form is a waste of time, claiming it'll be dead on arrival.
This bill is worse than we expected coming out of the Senate, for the fact that we've been waiting months for this negotiation. this legalizes, normalizes illegal immigration. It creates quotas that on what's an acceptable amount of illegal immigration before the circuit breakers kick in and the border gets shut down. This is just not good public policy.
Some Democrats even not in favor of this bill, with California Senator Alex Padilla saying that this bill goes too far and risks rejecting people who fled horrible situations and need asylum. Today, parents, providers, and advocates from across the state are all on their way to Albany. They are calling for the governor to have more of the state budget funding towards universal child care.
Yeah, they say the announcement so far doesn't go far enough. Dozens of them from Rochester just left on a bus. Ron Spitzer heard from some of them as they are headed off to the Capitol now. Ron.
Yes, this is what's called Child Care Advocacy Day in Albany. More than 300 people, parents, providers, and advocates from across New York heading to the Capitol, pushing for more funding to achieve universal health care, which they say the current budget proposal just does not do. Among those who left this morning, parents and service providers from Rochester and staff from the Children's Agenda. We did speak with a few folks heading to Albany, and they say the main goal, of course, is getting children the services that they need along with their parents so that they can go to work and move on with their lives in that way. For now, guys, Ron Spitzer, News 8.
All right, thank you, Ron. How about this wild story from the DEC? A message to everyone: do not paint the squirrels or any other wildlife here in New York. There was a man downstate in Putnam County who admitted to trapping squirrels like this one, painting them red. The DEC says he admitted to it, saying he just wanted to keep track of the squirrels coming onto his property because they were bothering his dogs, making them bark. He got a ticket for the violations related to trapping, transporting, and the liberating of wildlife. The SPCA detectives also charged him for the mistreatment of animals. Heard that story, read it, I still just...
Yeah, could not believe it.
You just wanted to see if they were the same squirrels coming back? It was wild.
I guess, right. Yeah, see if it's the same squirrels. Again, my thought is that once you paint them all red, they're going to look the same, just as they did when they were brown. How are you going to know the difference?
Don't give him ideas to start going through the color palette to find some other ones.
No, yeah. It's also just, he was just using regular cans of spray paint, which had to have been bad for those animals.
Sure, chemicals. Wow. Don't do it. No spray painting wildlife. Right. You want to head out this morning? Chilly. Take that jacket.
Yeah, it's temperatures in the teens and the 20s. Medina 19, Batavia 19. Hilton, though, on the warm side. I think Lake Ontario helping insulate that spot there at 35. Otherwise, though, Rush sitting at 20 degrees. We've got numbers for everybody getting into the mid-30s this afternoon. Under sunny skies, no chance for any rain or snow, so that's always nice to see. Tonight, dropping back into the 20s, but then we really start that warming trend tomorrow. We'll be getting to the lower 40s, then the lower 50s. Thursday looks great. I think Thursday probably the best day of the week, with numbers around 50 by the afternoon. Mid-50s on Friday, but that's going to come with likely some rain showers, so scattered showers there. And then Saturday, rain as well. Amazing to see 50s in February. And even into next week, we're thinking colder air Monday, Tuesday. It doesn't look that bad. It does look like for the second half of the month, there could be some real cold air coming in.
Okay.
Something we've said all winter, right? Keep looking down.
Yeah.
For real, it could be some colder weather.
Maybe a week from today, first flakes of the month. Yeah. We shall see. Thank you, James.
Yes, and thank you for sharing your morning with us here on Sunrise, everyone. Your next update in 30 minutes.
CBS Mornings coming your way. Top of the hour at 7.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.